Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dominique Davis, also known as Brown and Bendy. And here on this channel, we practice flexibility of the mind, the body, and the spirit. Today, I am so excited because I'm going to share with you a money technique that I have been using for the past couple of weeks. I'm also going to talk to you about why we feel fear come up when we start to get everything that we want and how to move through that fear. So first, let's talk about the technique. The technique that my husband and I have been using for the past couple of weeks is implementing the affirmation, "It's just padding," into our daily lives. And what this means is adopting the idea that every money that we spend and all the money that we receive is just padding on top of an already sustained foundation of money that we have that is set. So what this means is that when we spend money, instead of feeling that money come out of our pocket, we say, it's just padding. This money is just coming out of the fluff that is on top of our sustained amount of money. Whenever we receive money, instead of saying, oh, thank God I got this because I wouldn't be able to pay this bill, or instead of saying, if I didn't have this, I would feel not having it. Instead of getting into that energy, whenever we receive money, we feel gratitude for adding to our padding. I realized the other day when I was scripting that sometimes when we're manifesting wealth, we want to skip the rich part. We want to go straight from not having, and some of us even poverty. We want to go straight from being paycheck to paycheck to being wealthy. And between paycheck to paycheck and wealthy is rich. Rich is when you're just making a lot of money. You have a lot of money going through your fingers. Wealth is when you sustain that money and that money starts to accumulate in a way that can sustain itself for decades, be passed along to children, all that fun stuff. But rich is just having larger sums of money flow in and sometimes out of your life, right? So I don't want to skip that rich part. I want to focus on what it feels like to be rich instead of telling myself that I should know what it feels like to be wealthy. I think that that's doing myself personally a disservice and being a bit unrealistic. I need to expand my perception to simply having larger sums of money flow in and out of my life. And then I can expand my perception to those larger sums of money sustaining themselves to the point that whenever I pay for anything or whenever I receive anything, it's just padding. So the game that my husband and I are playing is we're just keeping each other accountable. Every time we spend money, it's just padding. Every time we pay a bill, it's just padding. Every time an unexpected expense comes up, it's just padding. We already have our money. We already have all of our expenses for the next 6 months paid in full. Anything that comes in contributes to our padding. Anything that goes out just comes out of the padding. It doesn't hurt and we don't really feel it. And of course, if this is not where you are in life, that's where the energetic growth comes from, because I've paid a bill in the past 2 weeks that could have hurt. And the thing is, when I contemplated paying this bill, I felt it. I felt that energy of scarcity start to come up. When I pay this, I'm going to have less money. When I pay this, how am I going to replace this money? All of those thoughts. But when you start to become accustomed to your own energy, you can recognize that and you can immediately say, this does not serve me. The universe, God is capable of anything. So these thoughts are not grounded in faith. These thoughts are not grounded in the reality that I'm co-creating with God. So when those thoughts started to come up, I was able to say, what can I do to stay grounded in my reality, not ignore my responsibilities, but to still feel a higher vibration? It's just padding, because then it becomes a game of perspective. If you have $100 and you have to pay $50 towards a bill, you can say, glass half empty, half full. You can say, I have half the money that I had before left. I don't know what I'm going to do. Or you can say, I have money left. I'm grateful. And either of those energies are going to take you to the next step on your path, right? So what I like about this affirmation, the whole "this is padding," is that it allows us to really see where we are right now and how to start assessing how we're going to close that gap between where we are right now versus being rich. Yes. So there is that. And then on top of this, I would like to talk about, get it on top of? It's just padding. On top of this, I would also like to talk about the fear that comes with financial expansion. A lot of us will not be ready for this video, and that's okay. That is okay. Some of us may feel everything come up, like I have this to pay, I have to do this, I have to do this. How am I not supposed to feel worried because I have responsibilities? Fear is going to come up. But here is the thing. The law of attraction means that you are attracting into your reality the feelings that you're holding into your body right now. You cannot attract something if your body is not accustomed to feeling it in your body. So you cannot attract a life full of ease with money if you do not feel ease in your life today regarding money. So when all of those fearful elements come up, when you start to say, it's just padding, my money is good, my money is good, this bill is nothing, oh, I got paid, awesome, I'll figure out what to do with that, but it's just padding. You know, when you start to get into that energy, if that's not where you feel like you physically are, it may bring some things up, and one of the big emotions may be fear. And what I would like to say is that sometimes fear comes up because we are assessing a thought pattern that we've never thought of adopting before. And when we do that, that means that we're starting to lean into thinking in a way that is unfamiliar. And the brain knows that when we think in a way that is unfamiliar, we are going to get a different reflection in our reality. Things are going to change. And the brain can be afraid of change if there's a lack of faith. Because when there's change, things become less predictable. So if you're used to obsessing over money and obsessing over the lack of money, which we want to change anyway, because if we're focusing on what we do not have instead of what we do have, what are we attracting? More of not having. So if you're used to focusing on, oh my God, my children are so funny. I'm sorry, they are crazy. They're just like bopping each other with pillows. I'm sorry. If you're used to obsessing over not having money, then saying to yourself, it's just padding, I'm not going to worry about it because life's good. Everything's good. If you adopt that thought process, your body may say, this is dumb, this is stupid, this isn't real. Because even though not having money is stressful, it's familiar. So your brain might prefer it. Oh gosh, my mic has been so far this whole time. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. Yes. So when we start to lean into this expansion and starting to play with our energy and tune our energy to the reality that serves us, we have to make sure that we are not resisting the change in our energy, not resisting the shift because we're afraid of the unknown. If we start to become afraid of the unknown, then we have to get back to faith, and we have to know that everything that happens for our good, right? Everything that happens for our good. And if we are resisting, it's just padding. If we are resisting this energy shift into allowing our mind to feel what it would feel like for there to be ease in our money situation, we have to also assess our beliefs. Do we believe that life can be easy? Do we believe that making money can be easy? Do we believe that we can live in a reality where anything we spend and anything we receive is just padding on top of a massive wealth that we've already created? Do we believe that that's possible? Such a powerful affirmation, such a fun game, because it can really expose a lot about where we are with money right now. They're so funny. I wish you guys could see. They crack me up. But I think that that is going to be it for today's video. I hope that you have fun playing this game. It's a game that you can implement into your life right now, today. It's just padding. It's just padding. And you can even think, what amount do you have to have in your bank account for it to just be padding? For you to pay a bill right now and for you to feel like it's not really touching your foundation of money? How much money do you have to have in your account? 10,000? 15,000, 30,000, 60,000? It's up to you. Sit down, write your expenses out, write out how much you would have to have in an account to have your expenses paid for the next 6 months. Give yourself an extra few thousand on top of that for experiences and fun, and assume that that is in your account. Have some fun. Have some fun. It's almost 2022. Let's start really playing with this energy, okay? All right. I love you guys so much. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up so other people on the platform know that it is valuable. If you would like me to expand on anything that I've talked about today, let me know down in the comments and I would be happy to. Last but not least, please make sure that you are subscribed and that you click that notification bell so that other people know, so that you can become a reality bender yourself and so that you can join the Bendy bunch. I love you so much and I will see you next video. Bye.